My dear students, good morning. Today's lecture is RNTCP. That means Revised National Tuberculosis Control Program. Actually, there was a program previously, National TB Control Program or NTP. It was there, it was continued. Later, after establishment of National Strategic Plan, NSP, they have given some guidelines to make it RNTCP, later RNEP. That is the Revised National Tuberculosis Control Program and Revised National Tuberculosis Eradication Program. And the NSP with a theme and target and focus areas, and for 2017 and 25 for TB elimination in India. For 2012 and 17, it was RNTCP, later it became RNTEP. And with the vision, goal, results, and some framework, strategic pillars, action list, tracking the progress, objectives, and conclusions of NSP, National Strategic Plan, for elimination from NTP to RNTCP, RNEP. So for control to elimination. So these are the strategies and names of the programs with the help of Government of India, World Health Organization, and the Swedish International Development Agency, SIDA. So what exactly happened? Why it was renamed? Because it has some problems and also some advantages. So National TB Control Program was started in 1962 to detect cases early and treat them. In the district, the program is implemented through the District Tuberculosis Center and the primary health institutions like sub-centers, primary health centers, community health centers. The District Tuberculosis Program is supported by the state-level organization for the coordination and supervision of the program. So one is National TB Control Program, another is the District TB Control Program, that is a District Tuberculosis Center, then peripheral levels of organization. Coming to the conclusions of the National TB Control Program by the NSP. Technically sound and managerially weak. That is the National TB Control Program. It is very sound technically. It has everything technically, but weaker management system. And funding is inadequate, over-reliance on chest x-rays for diagnosis, frequent interrupted supplies of drugs, low rates of treatment completion. This is also one of the important points. So for that, they have redesigned to introduction to RNTCP, from NTP to RNTCP. It is based on the directly observed treatment. That is, the treatment is the short course chemotherapy strategy. Then as a pilot project, it started in 1993 and launched as a national program in 1997 as RNTCP. But rapid RNTCP expansion began in late 1998. The nationwide coverage was achieved in 2006. So established 1997 and expanded in 98 and nationwide 2006. So the RNTCP has initiated early with firm steps. What is the objective? Objective is universal access of the RNTCP, especially early quality diagnosis and quality TB care for all TB patients. RNTCP is being implemented with decentralized services to the peripheral level from central level to peripheral level. Decentralized services of TB diagnosis through 13,000 DMCs, that means designated microscopy centers, and free treatment across the nation through 4 lakh dot centers. So for treatment, dot centers, for diagnosis, DMC, and also implementation of early quality diagnosis and quality TB care by the RNTCP. The plan, National Strategic Plan 2012-17, was part of the country's 12th five-year plan. The theme already we have discussed. This is the universal access for quality diagnosis and treatment for all TB patients in the community. So for diagnosis and treatment. Then target, reaching the unreached. So to catch the who are suffering and who have not reached the benefits. The major focus is on early and complete detection of all tuberculosis in community. Example, drug-resistant TB, DRTB, and HIV-associated TB, tuberculosis. And there is a provider, public and private provider for care to all patients. This is PPP. Another PPP is there, public-private partnership. The NSP was backed up by Government of India's commitment for substantial increase in the investment. So fourfold rise of the investment budget. During the NSP 2012-17 period, significant gains were made in strengthening the support structures, program architecture and implementation, and also environment for TB control. So this is very important for the strengthening, implementation of the program, and also for the TB control, the appropriate environment should be there. RNTCP objectives. Achievement of at least 85% cure rates, and also to detect at least 70% estimated cases. These are the two main objectives for the RNTCP. Then phases of RNTCP. Pilot phase 1 and second phase there. 2 is also there. First phase 1993, second phase 2006. Then in 1998, only 2% of the population under RNTCP. It is almost negligible, but expansion took place 2006. Second phase, 2006 onwards, consolidate the gains, achievements, widen access of services, and widen activities. Both services, activities. So, especially services and activities should be reached to the marginalized groups. What is marginalized groups? Vulnerable groups, high-risk groups. These are the marginalized groups. Then RNTCP adopted the DOTS strategy with 5 components. What are the five components of the strategy? One is political will, administrative commitment. Unless it is there, you cannot get sanction the centers or facilities or staff. Then diagnosis by quality assured sputum smear microscopy, that is a QA SSM. So if you have the microscopy, it should be quality based. And regarding drugs, adequate supply of short course chemotherapy, SCC. And also DOTS. This is the approach, directly observed treatment approach by using the short course chemotherapy drugs. Then systematic monitoring and accountability should be there. Everything should be monitored, drugs, and also the smear positivity, negativity, and also the patient's status, and also any sensitivity and drug resistance. All these things should be monitored. Then Stop TB Strategy 2006, pursuing quality DOTS expansion and enhancement. So you have to pursue thoroughly. Addressing tuberculosis HIV MDR TB, that is the multi-drug resistant tuberculosis, contributing to good health system strengthening. Engage all HCP healthcare providers, enable and promote research, especially DTB, detection, treatment, and vaccine. Empower patients and community. So these 6 are very important for the Stop TB Strategy 2006. Then RNTCP taken initiatives under comprehensive strategy of Stop TB 2006. So the Stop TB, from Stop TB strategy, RNTCP have taken some of the points like developing and plotting the feasibility of NAICZ. What is NAICZ? National Airborne Infection Control Guidelines. So they have given some guidelines to control the infectious diseases. So the RNTCP also followed. Developing and plotting the strategy for practical approach to lung health. So ultimately, lungs should be very good, and also it should not receive a lot of burden or tuberculous bacilli load. For that, what is the practical approach to lung health? To end global TB epidemic. How to end? By making arrangement or establishment of the end TB strategy. So you can make this program, you can end the global epidemic. There are some aims are there, like 0 deaths, 0 diseases, 0 suffering due to tuberculosis. Coming to the RNTCP proper, organizational staff, and one is senior tuberculosis officer in the TB office, that is the state tuberculosis, and also district tuberculosis center, district tuberculosis officer, and district unit, that is a tuberculosis unit, that is the TB unit. So there are 3 hierarchies there. One is state, district, and TB unit. In the TB unit, medical officer will be there for TB control, and senior treatment supervisor will be there, STS, and also senior laboratory supervisor will be there, STLS. Coming to the microscopic center, treatment centers, maybe designated microscopic centers will be there, and also treatment centers will be there, and also providers will be there. They are called as agent. DOTS provider, they are agents. The agent may be multi-purpose worker, Anganwadi worker, anyone. Coming to the RNTCP components, what are the components? One is mandatory notification, integration of the RNTCP with the general health services, and programmatic management of drug-resistant tuberculosis with a single window service, both for tuberculosis and HIV cases, and also National Drug Resistance Surveillance, NDRS, and also revision of public-private partnership guidelines. So these are the components. Coming to the National Strategic Plan, already we have discussed in 2017-2025 for elimination of in India. It builds on the success and learnings of the last NSP and also encapsulates the bold and innovative steps required to eliminate tuberculosis in India by 2030. So elimination should be by 2030, and also 2025, all the categories of aims and objectives of RNTCP should be fulfilled. This crafted in line with other health sector strategies and global efforts, such as, that is the Government of India National Health Policy 2015, World Health Organization and TB strategy, and also United Nations Organizations SDG, the Sustainable Development Goals. So they have taken some of the strategies from these organizations. National Strategic Plan for 2017-25 for TB elimination, on RNTCP vision, goal, and results. Vision is the TB-free India with 0 deaths, disease, and poverty due to tuberculosis. So 0 poverty, 0 disease, and 0 deaths, and all this together TB-free India. RNTCP goal to achieve a rapid decline in burden of tuberculosis, morbidity, and mortality, while working towards elimination of tuberculosis in India by 2025. So direction is there, but still by 2030 only elimination. Results, RNTCP framework results are there with some indicators and targets like impact and outcome indicators and targets. These are the framework results. So indicators and targets. Then the main objectives of NSP for RNTCP and other programs: find all drug-sensitive tuberculosis drug-resistant tuberculosis cases seeking care from private providers to reach TB patients and undiagnosed tuberculosis in high-risk populations. So it will be achieved only through private providers, not only with the public government, but also with the private to reach the unreached or to diagnose the undiagnosed, especially in high-risk populations. And initiate, sustain all patients an appropriate anti-tuberculosis treatment whenever they seek care with patient-friendly system and social support system. Coming to the third point, prevent the emergence of tuberculosis in susceptible population. So not only initiate and sustain, not only finding the drug sensitivity and drug resistance, but also emergence of tuberculosis should be prevented in susceptible population. Build and strengthen enabling policies, empowered institutions, additional human resources with enhanced capacities, provide adequate financial resources. Of course, finance is very much important. Unless the money is not there, you cannot establish, you cannot run the organization. So what are the key strategies of NSP? One is private sector, ACF means active case finding, DRTB means drug resistant case management, addressing social determinants. So medical is very much linked with the social determinants. Any disease or disorder will be with some social determinants, including nutrition, and also surveillance system. We have to scrutinize month by month, year by year, or fortnight by fortnight. Community engagement and multi-sectoral approach. So approach should be community from community and also with multi-sectors, all sectors, all departments. Then expected outcome. What is the expected outcome by these strategies of National Strategic Plan to achieve the goals of RNTCP? The aim of the NSP is to achieve elimination of tuberculosis by 2025. The targets are given here. One is incident rate of tuberculosis by 80% should be reduced, and mortality rate should be reduced by 90%, and 0% no expenditure to the patient or family of the tuberculosis. So 80%, 90%, 0%. And the incidence 2,211 per lakh to 43 per lakh population. So it should be reduced to 43. Then mortality from 32 per lakh to 3 per lakh. That means it should be reduced to 3 cases or 3 deaths by per lakh. Then 0%, no expenditure at all to any tuberculosis patient or family. Coming to the decline of incidence rates of tuberculosis and the details of the strategies, it goes in these lines. 10 to 15% annually it should be reduced. Incidence rate should be reduced to 10 to 15% by new interventions. TB elimination requirements are 4 strategic pillars. So how to eliminate? What are the requirements? The requirements are detect, treat, prevent, build by linking to DTPB approach. That is, detect the case, treat the case, prevent the further emergence of drug resistance or occurrence of the disease, and build the people and the staff and also the providers. So that with this approach, the elimination will be there and also it will be sustained. NSP, targets as per impact indicators, outcome indicators of NSP. And priorities are there. There are 4 priority areas. Private sector management, ensuring efficient TB care cascade, and active case finding. There's key population like socially vulnerable, clinically high risk. Preventing progression from latent tuberculosis infection to active tuberculosis in high risk groups. That is, inactive to active. You should prevent it. What already is there, but it is inactive. is in infectious stage only, not disease stage. We should arrest it there, prevent it there. So what are the conclusions of the NTP? The same thing: technically sound, managerial weakness, inadequate funding, over-reliance on chest X-ray for diagnosis. Sometimes it will be missed in chest X-ray. So frequent interrupted supply of drugs. Without any interruption, drugs should be supplied. Low rates of treatment completion. It is there still in the NTP. That's why it is rechanged to RNTCP. So coming to the RNTCP strategy. Implementation of revised strategy. How to implement? Initially with the organizational structure of RNTCP. That means, structure means office, building and staff, and with their functionals, with their activities for rendering the services to the people. So central TB division, there is a national level, national institutes will be there, and also national lab committees will be there, and also national technological working group will be there, tuberculosis HIV state TB training and demonstration centers, and DOTS, National DOTS committee will be there, National Task Force will be there, for medical colleges especially, and National Operational Research committees will be there. So these are at the central level or national level. Coming to the state CB center, STO, MO, epidemiologist, and state tuberculosis and treatment and demonstration center, and district tuberculosis center, district tuberculosis officer, medical officer, district tuberculosis center, support staff, like this. And tuberculosis unit, one medical officer will be there, tuberculosis culture and STC, that is a senior treatment supervisor and support staff will be there. Coming to the DMC, that is the designated microscopic center. Medical officer will be there, lab technician, and microscope will be there, and also testing centers will be there. Microscopic center, treatment centers. DOTS center, health worker will be there, OSHA, Anganwadi worker, and also provider will be there, private provider, NGO, community volunteer, all people are there in the DOTS centers. DOTS provider means DOTS agent. He may be a multi-purpose worker, he may be Anganwadi, any of the those who are in line or in very much in reach to the community. Then implementation of RNTCP and RNTEP, monitoring and evaluation system, human resource development, HIV infection and risk of tuberculosis, national framework for joint tuberculosis, HIV collaborative activities, goals and objectives, key activities under tuberculosis HIV coordination include, and also establishment of coordination mechanisms at national, state, district level, and also extra human resources, and service delivery coordination and cross-referral, like all settings, intensified TB HIV package of services, NACO recommendations, like advocacy, communication and social mobilization, involvement of NGOs, working in NACP, RNTCP, in tuberculosis HIV collaborative activities, operation research to improve the Welcome back again, my dear students. There was a problem, hanged up now. We'll continue. My dear students, regarding the NTCP failure reasons, will just once again memorize. Failure by treatment success rates are low, and the death and default rates remained high. Spread of MDR-TB was threatening to further worsen the situation. And for solution, World Health Organization and SIDA, they helped us, Government of India. And coming to the contents of the RNTCP. RNTCP establishment, how it was established, and DOTS, short course chemotherapy, objectives, main components, stop TB, RNTCP initiatives, RNTCP organization structure, signature of RNTCP laboratory, and tuberculosis services in the private sector, advantages and its disadvantages. Then laboratory network is there from national level to the peripheral health center level, and QALIS, Quality Assurance Laboratory Service and AIM, NRL, National Research Laboratory, and IRL, Intermediate Reference Laboratory, National Reference at the center, intermediate at the state. DMC, Designated Microscope Center at the, as per the population, also districts, quality assurance, assured activities at all laboratory services centers. Then coming to the endorsed tuberculosis diagnosis, new initiatives like NICSHI, notification, ban on serology, direct benefit transfer schemes, initiation of treatment, case finding strategy, symptoms suggestive of tuberculosis, functions of lab technicians of the center. Then short course chemotherapy, direct observed treatment, newer initiatives, drug resistant tuberculosis, drug resistant surveillance, drug resistant tuberculosis management, impact and outcome, all these things. And these are some of the terms. It is already given in the textbooks. And also the DOTS is formulating, adopting the internationally recommended DOTS, that is directly observed treatment short course chemotherapy, as a strategy for RNTCP. Then establishment. What are the points for the establishment? One is political administrative commitment for provision of organized comprehensive TB control services was obtained because of the commitment. Then adoption of smear microscopy for reliable early diagnosis in a decentralized manner. One is establishment, another is diagnosis, another is DOTS strategy with the drugs supply. There is a strengthening of the supply of drugs, and also for the requirements of the system. Then objective 85% and 75%. 85% cure rates of cases of TB through DOTS, and 75% of estimated cases should be identified by sputum microscopy qualitatively. Then there are 3 phases are there. One is first phase, pilot phase, and plus phase 2, and pilot phase 3. 1992, 1998, and from 2006, then by the end of 1992. Large-scale implementation in late 1998. The RNTCP expanded since 2006. It covers the whole country. Phase 2. RNTCP to consolidate the gains made. It can widen the services, new initiatives, provide standardized treatment with diagnostic facilities, irrespective of the healthcare facility, and also is old and new. RNTCP combination of old and new. That means old is National Tuberculosis Control Program, new is DOTS elements. So main components are the DOTS is political will and administrative commitment. Diagnosis by quality assurance, sputum smear microscopy, adequate supply of quality assured short course drugs, chemotherapy drugs, DOT, directly absorbed treatment, especially and intensive phase, systematic monitoring and accountability. And pursuing quality of DOTS, addressing TB, HIV, MDR, TB, and contributing HS health system, engaging all healthcare providers, empowering patients, enabling research, especially diagnosis, treatment, and vaccine. National airborne infection control guidelines are already there, the NICZ, and a strategy like practical approach to stop TB, and World Health Assembly approved the End Global TB epidemic by End TB strategy. And the profile of our organization is there, STO, and also, of course, Central is there, and State TB office is there, and TB center is there, District TB center is there, TB unit is there, tuberculosis unit is there, medical officer, and all the other functionaries are there, including DOTS providers. Then this is the structure of the organization of RNTCP: national, state, district, sub-district, peripheral, health center. There are, especially in the blue color, this is the central TB division, state TB cell, and the state DTC. Then there is the district tuberculosis center, the third one, and the fourth one is the DMC, designated microscopic center. The fifth one is the peripheral health institution. So the first one is the central TB division. It has some national institutes like National Committee, and also committees of their institutes are there. Committees are Diagnosis and Treatment, NLC, NTB, NTWG, National Technological Working Group, and TB HIV, National Task Force for Medical College, National Operational Research Committee, like this, and also private provider mix, PPM, that is called as. Then state TB cell is there with culture and drug sensitivity test in laboratories. And the STS is also there, State TB Training and Demonstration Center, State Drug Stores, IRL, Intermediate Reference Laboratories, and also with the nodal drug-resistant TB centers. Then the third one is the District Tuberculosis Center. It has no nodal and other things. And District Drug-Resistant TB Center is also there in in the District TB Center. With the National Technical Wing Group, and PPM is public-private mix, will be there in that. Then coming to the block, one area for one block, and also one area for 1.5 to 2.5 lakh population in urban areas. That is the District TB Center. Then there is a District TB unit. After district, in the District TB Center, TB units will be there. Then coming to the Designated Microscopic Center, tribal, desert, and distant places. And peripheral health institutions, nothing will be there. Only they will do the diagnosis and also report. National, NIRT there, of course, these are the terms are there. You will know it very. Coming to the signature of laboratories, national reference laboratories are there, intermediate reference laboratories are national laboratory at the center, intermediate reference at the state, and tuberculosis centers and DT labs, that is the district labs will be there. They will report, and also from the district tuberculosis center will be there, and in between tuberculosis unit and district tuberculosis center, CB-NAT will be there. That is the cartridge-based nucleic acid amplification test labs are there. 51 labs are there. And after TB unit, DMC, designated microscopy. And to and fro will be there from central to state level cells, information giving and taking. What are the advantages of the care service in the private sector and public sector? Public sector, free diagnosis, pre-transport and standardized treatment, referral transport, supervision, monitoring, accountability of treatment outcome. Whereas private sector, wide choices, because a lot of practitioners are there, better access, convenient timings, shorter distance, personal attention and care, protected document, and faith and perception of better care in the private sector. So public sector staff's non-response to symptoms, delays between tests and receiving results, difficulty in transporting specimens, financial expenditure and travel, food, daily necessities, extra medicines, and perceived low quality of services in the public sector. Coming to the private sector, cost of clinical exams very high, fees, cost of diagnostic tests, cost of drugs, irrational perception, infrequent use of quality sputum tests for diagnosis of tuberculosis, no adherence tracking mechanisms, fear of losing patient if involved in RNTCP. And laboratory network are there, especially national, intermediate, and the designated microscope center. That is the central level, state level, and also district level, mainly with the services, quality assured laboratory services, with the activities, that is the quality assurance activities. So these are the 5 items in the laboratory network. Quality assured laboratory services, 14,000 countrywide are there, microscopic centers, that is DMCs. Aim is to consolidate the lab network into a well-organized and a defined hierarchy, carrying out the sputum examinations with external quality assurance EQA. Then coming to the national reference laboratories, there are 6 are there, like NIRT, National Institute of Research in Tuberculosis, Chennai, Bangalore, Delhi, Agra, Bhubaneswar, and Bhopal. Our institutes are there. Then NRI work closely with IRLS. There's national with state. Monitor and supervise the IRL. So these are the functions of the IRLs, staff in external quality and the culture and drug sensitivity, and LPA, line probe assay, CBNAT activity, and to reach NRL 1 microbiologist for 4 LTs. So these are the other activities and the programs. And functions of IRL is there: supervision, monitoring, mycobacterium culture and DST, drug resistance, surveillance by providing technical training and senior lab and supervisor. And proficiency of performing smear microscopy activities. Undertake on-site evaluation, OSC, and also panel testing to reach to each district in the site at least once a year. Designated microscopic center, the most peripheral network under the RNTCP. It may come as a short answer also, short question also. For 1 lakh population or 50,000 for tribal hilly, and on-site evaluation for QAP, quality improvement purpose, and also recommendations to IRLs in the districts implementing, discussed in the RNTCP lab committee meetings and quality, and also quality improvement workshops, human resources, and blinding and coding issues. For medical college microscopy department, especially DMC, culture and DSTW, to provide the drug resistant tuberculosis, extrapulmonary tuberculosis and research, and 69 RNTCP certified DST lab, and also solid culture certification certified, and also liquid culture certification, line probe assays, second line DST SLDs are all there for both the solid, liquid culture and expanding CBNAT services. C&ST, culture and drug sensitivity test, expanding CBNAT services, rapid molecular assay that detects rifampicin resistance. So this is one of the advantages. Then quality assurance activities are on-site evaluation and also panel testing, random blinded rechecking. Then smear microscopy for AFB acid phosphate bacilli and culture, rapid diagnostic molecular tests, radiography where available, TST, tuberculosis and skin test if necessary. Smear microscopy for AFB acid phosphate bacilli like Gill-Nielsen testing, and also fluorescent stains, culture with Lowenstein, and liquid media by using Middlebrook and using the techniques with BACTEC and MGT, rapid diagnostic molecular tests by PCR based, that is LPA, line probe assay, or real-time PCR, that is the CBNAT or Gene Expert. Then radiography, TST is already there. And new initiative, NICSHI, TB notification ban and TB serology direct benefits transfer schemes. NICSHI, What is NICSHI? This is a TB surveillance using case-based web-based IT system, centrally TB in collaboration with NIC, National Information Center, developed a case-based web-based application named NICSHI, eradication of tuberculosis. NICSHI, eradication of tuberculosis. Components of the software are master management, user details, TB patient registration details of diagnosis, provider and HIV status, follow-up, contact tracing, outcomes, details of solid liquid culture, DST, LPA, CBNAT details, and DRTB patient registration with details, referral, treatment of patient. And private health facility registration, also there, mobile application of TB notification, SMS alerts to patient on registration, and also program officers, automated periodic reports like case finding, sputum conversion, treatment outcome. Program used IT-enabled adherence tools like 99 dots for HIV TB patients. So there is the tool. Also to all patients with implementation of daily regimen. TB notification. It is mandatory to all healthcare providers, every TB case to local authorities monthly by a given format. Local authorities means DMHO or municipal authorities. Purpose, to ensure proper diagnosis and management of TB cases, to reduce the TB transmission, diagnosis and management, transmission, and emergence of MDR TB should be reduced, and also and to DMHO and DHO, CMO, district medical and health officer. Ban on TB serology. Serological tests are banned based on antibody response, which is highly variable in tuberculosis. That's why it is banned by private people. It may reflect remote infection rather than the active case. That is the disease. Poor specificity, that's why it's also banned. Banning of import, manufacture, distribution, sale, and use. Direct benefit transfer schemes established by taking TB patients reported to NICSHI with Aadhaar linking to benefit TB patients and their providers. Coming to the treatment, case finding for the facility of initiation of treatment, case finding strategy is important. Symptoms of suspicious tuberculosis is important with sputum smear examination. Functions of each center has skilled technician and senior lab supervisor and also SSCs, that is sputum smear examination, and also chance of sputum smear positive 80% only. It is not 100% foolproof, only 80% result by sputum smear microscopy. Sputum microscopy confirms diagnosis, indicates the degree of infectivity and response to treatment. So that is the function of sputum microscopy is diagnosis, degree of infectivity, response to treatment. All patients with short course chemotherapy free of charges. First phase, intensive phase, all drugs under supervision, direct observed therapy short term. DOTS is a community-based TB treatment and case strategy which combines the benefits of supervised treatment, benefits of community-based care and support. DOTS in community, high cure rates. DOT agent will be there, like voluntary health worker, peripheral worker, multipurpose worker, Anganwadi worker, DICE, and patients, social worker. They will be paid for this service, 100 rupees, 150 per month, for completing treatment of each patient. Supervision, motivation by healthcare worker, monitoring of health systems and services. Coming to the New Year initiatives like daily regimen of pediatric tuberculosis and also adult pediatric and adult fixed dose combinations and also DOTS regimen. Daily regimen for all forms of tuberculosis cases and also pilots for universal access to TB cases, Bedaquiline conditional access program, campaign mode, district selected based on caseload, case finding efforts, HIV, TB, DRTB. Active case finding to reach the unreached. Systematic active TB screening for HRP, high risk population, through house visits or targeted setting visits. What is targeted setting visits? Tribal, slums, old age homes, and orphanages, transit camps. The drugs were supplied in patient-wise boxes. So drugs are supplied in patient-wise boxes, packaged in blister packs containing the full treatment. And for intensive phase is different, continuation phase is different. Intensive phase, each blister pack contains 1 day's medication only. For continuation phase, each blister pack contains for 1 week's supply of medication. So 1 day for intensive phase, 1 week for continuation phase. The combination package or drugs for extension of IP are supplied separately. The coloring of boxes for red is Cat 1 patient, for blue is Cat 2 patients, according to the category of the regimen. Then 2 types of ITT drugs are there. First line drugs, second line drugs. First line is bacteriostatic, bactericidal. Second line is fluoroquinolines and ethionomide, capreomycin, kanamycin, amikacin, cycloserine, thiazide, macrolide, diethylquinolide targets energy supplying enzyme, mycobacterial ATP synthase. That is the delaminid, DLM combination for the MDR-TB in adults with pulmonary tuberculosis. Then coming to the bacteriostatic, inhibit the multiplication of the bacilli and lead to their destruction by the immune mechanism. So it doesn't directly kill, but it inhibits the multiplication. Later it gives to the immune mechanism, so that that will be destroyed. So the drugs are there, you read it, all these things will be there. And coming to our RNTCP, groups are there, drugs are there, and groups. Your classification regimens for DRTB is like MDR, RRTB, shorter MDR regimen, and also conventional MDR TB regimen, mono, H mono, and poly DR, which is INH mono, MDR, RRTB, and this applies to 3 to 7 points at MDR, NDR, and TB center. The shorter MDR TB regimen, conventional MDR TB regimen, mono, H mono, and poly MDR TB regimen, MDR TB with additional resistance, XDR TB mixed pattern. So these are the classification of the resonance types of DRTB. Diagnostic algorithm for pulmonary TB. So if you go through the table, you know the PLHAV and representative TB case, and for PLHAV CBNAT also there. Representative is the sputum smear and also chest X-ray. And if MTB detected by CBNAT, then as per the refer to RIF, rifampicin resistance and rifampicin sensitive. So in this way, if you go through the table, and this is the integrated DRTB diagnosed algorithm. Then key vulnerable populations, pediatric age group, people living with HIV and extrapulmonary tuberculosis sites, smear negative, and also not available X-ray suggestive of tuberculosis. These are the key vulnerable population. Non-respondent treatment, like DRTB contacts previously treated TB, TB, HIV co-infection, new TB cases for disorders like LPA or RRTB. So line probe assay for RRTB. Repeat CBNAT at LPA lab. Coming to the drugs under RNTCP, drug resistance surveillance is there. The prevalence of DRTB to be taken as an indicator of the effective control activities. So the prevalence of drug resistant TB is the indicator for effective control activities over a period of time. So for this, you have to trace, test, treat. For drug resistance, TTT, trace, test, treat, like just like coronavirus. So RNTCP has taken steps to measure the important indicator, aims of DRS, to determine the prevalence of antimycobacterium drug resistance among new sputum smear positive patient. So sputum smear positive patient, SSP-PT. To determine amongst previously treated SSP-PTB patients, DRTB presence from time anti-TB drugs were introduced to estimate MDR, TB, RNTCP carried out DRS. Surveys in accordance with global guidance. MDR TB prevalence rate is 2.84% in new cases, 11.6% in retreatment cases, high-end retreatment cases. Management of DRTB. Introduction and structure and responsibilities. DRTB Center established as nodal drug-resistant tuberculosis center, nodal drug-resistant TB center for each 10 million population, 5 to 10 districts attached to one DRTB center. Two districts types of DRTB centers. One is nodal NDR TB center for each 10 million, and the DDR district drug-resistant TBC, DDR TBC, one district TB center for each district. Advantage of decentralized test and treat approach. So there is the trace, test, and treat. Easy and faster treatment initiation of all diagnosed DRTB patients and bringing closure to the DRTB patients. Minimize lead and duration of treatment and accountability of district program management units. And also another is increase quality assurance of treatment and assure research for complex clinical decisions. DRTB centers are there, district DRTB centers, nodal DRTB centers with its functions, and also NDRTB requirements are there. Should be tertiary care institutes, separate male and female wards, and also MPMDT should be there, program management and services at the drugs management guidelines will be there. Adverse drug reactions ADR with records and reports, and relevant specialties specialists should be there with committees. And the private sector is there, depends on the size, nature, and 70% of the population more than public. Public institution only 30%, is 70% private, and over dependence and some drawbacks are there, but it is still useful. Strategic vision of R&D to lay down guidelines, norms for TB care in country to improve TB care. To improve care stands for TB care in India, mandatory TB notification, NEXSHI, ban and zero diagnosis, PPP. And national framework for joint TB HIV coordination. Heterogeneity of TB HIV epidemic and coordinated TB HIV, capacity building and operational research. TB HIV implemented collaborative activities. One is TB case finding, another is HIV testing of tuberculosis patients, free HIV case care with HIV positive tests. So these are all the components. And free HIV care will be there, and also policy decision will be there, provided initial HIV testing and counseling will be there, PITC. And HIV prevalence states will be there, and low prevalence states and high prevalence states, category wise, districts wise. NACO, National AIDS Control Program, and among PLHIV, patient living with HIV, expert MTB and RF and RNTCP. Prioritized presumptive tuberculosis. Cases among people living with HIV per diagnosis of TB and RR with rapid diagnostic tools are there. TB HIV treatment guidelines and for pediatric and also tuberculosis in pregnancy. I think if the time is there, next class we'll go through some of the points. And any doubts also you can raise in the next class. Okay. Thank you. Let's go down.